what is the one biggest mistake that you're making with, or other people are making when talking to sellers?
Wow, there's a lot of mistakes, but I would say one of the biggest mistakes that people do over and over again is just jumping right in and making them an offer. You
Yeah.
know, it's just they go in, they talk a little bit about hey, why you're selling, the condition of the property, and then they go right in and ask them what they want for the property, and they just make them an offer, and they do that within a few minutes.
Just
Okay, biggest mistake. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And so what are some of the problems with that? I mean, obviously I know, but like, I feel like there's a ton of missed opportunities there, and, places to get yourself in trouble.
Oh, 100%. I think one of the easiest ways to look at this is for people to think about it as if they were going to the doctor's office. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So if they're going to the doctor and they walk in the doctor's office and they go in an exam room, doctor comes in, and let's just say you got some issues going on and there's some concerns you have, and you're not sure what all is happening, but you will have some real concerns. So you walk in, you start sharing that with the doctor. Doctor kind of cuts you off real quickly and says, well, I think this is what it is. Go do this. And you walk out of there and you feel like, man, I don't think they get it. I have other issues going on, right? And it's like they didn't listen to you. So what happens is you go to check out the front desk and you leave there and you're uncertain. So you're uncertain. So what do? You seek a second opinion. Okay. So one of the biggest things I see people do and make a big mistake on is they go out and they don't do the proper exam for their clients, and they prematurely make the offer. And what happens is when you prematurely make the offer, just like the doctor does, and the client and the patient looks for a second opinion, they go for second opinions looking at other offers. Okay.
Right.
So
yeah, I was at this event maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and they talked about how we're in the trust economy now. And this relates a lot back to sellers. And I know you talk about this a lot, but they have to trust that we're going to solve their problem, that that we can solve their problem, that we're going to do the things that we said we're going to do. Because what I always was taught and tell people is, these people are losing sleep at night over this property. Right. This is keeping them up. And they are, think about the absurdity of what we do. We put out bandit signs, we send people postcards, text them, cold call them, PPC, they're at 2 a.m. looking online for who buys houses. Like, these are people that are in distress.
Absolutely. Well, it's people are in distress, but what's interesting too, David, is it's not even just even people in distress. It's people that have motivation, but maybe they don't have the high distress. And the thing is, what we've learned is that it doesn't matter where somebody sits on what we call the seller continuum.
Okay.
What it comes down to is this: if you can understand where a person is at now, and you have the ability to build the gap from where they're now to where they want to be, that's how you become the top 1% closers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
because people, they overthink this way too much. All of us want the highly distressed, highly motivated sellers. But we got to remember, most of our clients coming in aren't that way.
Yeah.
So what we look at is how can we take tire kickers and convert them to a deal?